Snow falls slow, whispers in the breeze, cinnamon kisses, my senses tease, fingers trace the frost on the glass. Your silhouette dances a shadow that lasts. Warm cocoa lips, sweeter than cream, caught in the rhythm of a sleigh bell dream. Sleigh bell dreams, hearts on fire, wrapped in the glow of our own desire. Underneath the mistletoe, time suspends. Sleigh bell dreams where the magic never ends.
Bottle pop, truth drop, welcome to the show. Champagne secrets, let your power grow. Every video, spark, ignite your inner light. Raise a glass to the future, shining bright. Empowerment is the code, we decode. Unravel mysteries, life's own secret load. Step by step, tap in, find your flow. With champagne secrets, you're gonna glow.
Unlock the strength within you, watch it bloom. Life's a canvas, painted every room. Through ups and downs, cheers to what's next. Champagne secrets, life's complex. To the show, champagne secrets, let your power grow. Every video, spark, ignite your inner light. Raise a glass to the future, shining bright. Empowerment is the code, read the code. Unravel mysteries, life's own secret load. Step by step, tap in, find your flow. With champagne secrets, you're gonna glow. Unlock the strength within you, watch it bloom. Life's a canvas, painted every room. Through ups and downs, cheers to what's next. Champagne secrets, life's complex.
2nd and let's talk. Yo, DJ, roll that beautiful champagne footage.
Confidante? What is your profession? What is your profession? Nothing but soldiers and empowerment over here.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Champagne gang and visitors to the Champagne City, welcome. You've entered my domain, our domain. If this is your first time here, hi, I'm the Empress, the Fizzstress, the woman who keeps the fizz in your facts and the kick in your clarity, the curator of sparkle, storyteller of the unseen. I'm your pusher, baby. Pusher of all things excellence, empowerment, and encouragement. You know, all the things that help you get from where you are to where you want to be. Yes, the guide through the glittering corners of mess and chaos. So raise those glasses, grab your charger, and sit back. Let the bubbles rise and let me tell you what really goes on when the cork hits the floor. Welcome to the Champagne City, baby. Ah, let's toast.
Talking by the fire, but the room's ice cold. All of what you give, guess it came pre-sold. Found the lips on the best friend, ribbons came untied. Unwrapped betrayal, under that you tied. Mistletoe hanging, but the vibe ain't sweet. So I'm tangled up where I used to keep my seat. The red I'm seeing ain't from no candy cane. Ain't no Ollie, ain't no Jolly, just this burning pain. Christmas red is the fire in my head. Yeah, the trust is dead. Tree lights flicker, but my mind's on rewind. Every I love you now feels weaponized. Eggnog spike, but it ain't numb in the sting. Her best friend took my crown, now I'm the fool king. Sleigh bells ringing, but they sound like alarms. Frosty outside, inside it's a storm. No chestnuts roasting, just my patience shot. Love ain't a present, it's a house of cards. The red I'm seeing ain't from no candy cane. Ain't no Holly, ain't no Jolly, just this burning pain. Christmas red is the fire in my head. Yeah, the trust is dead.
Champagne gang, FizzFam, Confidants, and visitors to the Champagne City. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. Please do me a favor and drop some champagne glasses in the chat. If you can hear me, we done had some audio issues. The last few lives we tried to do. Please drop some champagne glasses in the chat if you can hear me. 1, 2, 3 champagne glasses. If you can hear me, all right. You can hear me? Can you hear me, Progressive? Let me just confirm my audio straight. That's a confirmation. Thank you, Progressive. Let's get ready to get into the show because I missed y'all. I did and did again. I missed y'all. And I hope y'all miss me. And we got a lot to get into over these next few days. Yes, we do. So please make sure you do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button so you'll be notified when we jump, wherever we jump into for another show, because we still need to get into Kanika Jenkins. We have some updates for David, so we need to jump back in and do some more dive. Here you go. I feel like we got action. Are we back in action? Please drop some ones, some twos. Hold on, I got my phone on, y'all. Hold on. And is, there we go, Nisi. And is, we back. We back. The devil tried to stop us. But a road. Because don't we blame everything on the devil? It was the devil's fault. No, it was Spectrum. It wasn't the devil. It was just Spectrum. Spectrum decided to have an outage and shut the internet off. And we just happened to be live. It wasn't the devil. I ain't even going to blame that one on him. I got enough other stuff in line to blame on him, but that wasn't one of them. That wasn't one of them. But y'all, we got to get into these David updates. So please make sure you like and subscribe, because we will have a live in the up and coming days with the David update. We're also going to, like we started out, get into the Kanika Jenkins case. Definitely in the stuff going on with her mom, Teresa. So please link up, lock in, and let's get ready to get into it. But first, let's get into these positivity and affirmations. Are you ready? Are you ready? So, y'all already know our affirmation from now until the end of the year is hashtag push the button. We are encouraging ourselves to push the button on everything that we're afraid to step out on faith and do. Whatever it is, write the book, if it's a business, whatever it happens to be, we are pushing the button till the end of the year. This December ain't over yet. Y'all still got time. You got time to pick up the pen, pull out a notebook, or this day and age, we got electronics. You can pull out a tablet, you can pull out a laptop or a desktop and push the button. Stop, write the vision, make it plain upon tablets so you can run. The people gonna run in a minute, but you need to run first. Push the button. Push the button. Tell somebody in the chat, push the button. If you watching in the background, look to your left or look to your right and tell whoever's next to you, push the button. If nobody's next to you, run in the other room and tell someone now until the end of the year, push the button. Stop being afraid. Push the button. What you got to lose? What's the worst that can happen? You fail? Well, you get up and try again. If you slip and fall on ice, you don't stay laying down. You get back up. Continue to your destination. It's time to get up and continue to our destination. Push the button. Now, get those glasses. Raise them high in the air. Oh. I'm sorry. I don't think I did a proper introduction because we might have visitors in the Champaign City on today. So, Champagne Gang visitors, everybody, welcome in. If this is your first time here, hi, I'm the Empress, and you are joining me for grown discussions and bubbly banter. Baby, over here, we get classy with a twist, huh? A little clink with chaos with a side of charm. And if you're ready to sip, savor, and spill, baby, grab your favorite glass of bubbly. I don't care if it's water. Grab your charger, baby, because we gonna go deep tonight. Get comfy. Kick your feet up on one of those chase lounges. Say hi to a few people in the chat. And let's get ready to get into it. But first, take that glass and raise it high in the air. It is time for our affirmation for tonight. You ready? Let me get some water, y'all. Y'all hear my voice almost gone, right? That's a whole story time. For tonight's affirmation, we're talking about take the picture. Take a picture of this moment. Not for nostalgia, but for evidence. Evidence that we didn't quit. Evidence that we didn't fold. Evidence that we're standing here stronger than the version that almost gave up. Take a picture of the scars we stopped hiding, the posture that changed, the confidence that no longer asked permission, because there were days we didn't think we'd make it this far. Days survival felt louder than purpose. And yet, here we are, still moving, still learning, still rising. This isn't luck. No, This is endurance. This is growth with receipts. We honor how far we've come. We trust where we're going. And we refuse to forget what it took to get here. Lift your glass in the air and repeat after me. Take a picture, not to impress anyone, but to remind ourselves, this is what strength looks like. And if you believe that with me, let's toast. Showtime. Oh, baby, yeah, we got a show today. Is the visuals visualing? We had a little minor tapu or whatever, just minor. But we back into it, small things to a giant. We smile about it, we work through it and we keep going, right? Right? Because that's how y'all handling y'all week, right? Y'all ain't cussing nobody out yet, right? Right? I ain't seen no rights in the chat yet. I ain't seen no rights in the chat next. Y'all been being positive, trying to smile stuff off instead of letting the negative toxic side take over. But you wanted to, Niecy, I ain't gonna lie. It was rough this week. Y'all need a do-over. You remember how we used to say when we was kids, we need a do-over, y'all need a do-over. You need a retest, you need to try again. Hey, those of you who are watching in the background, did y'all pass the positivity test this week? Have y'all been positive all week? Huh? Or have y'all failed miserably already and you need to try again? Do we need a reset? With all your MF and might, staying positive. I'm grateful, Lord. With everything on the inside of you progressive. Hey, do y'all see my little dancing tea girl over here? Our coffee and tea girl. That's dancing for us and blowing y'all kisses. Trying to help y'all stay positive. Y'all show her some love, alright? Now y'all, let's get into it. First up tonight in the show. I was on TikTok, y'all. And I came across this story, and apparently, the people are leaving the United States. But the shocking part about this is, you're probably going to be surprised as to who the people who are leaving the United States are and where they're going. I need y'all to drop in the comments and let me know, have y'all thought about leaving the United States? And if you thought about leaving the United States, where have you thought about going? But check this out.
Top black countries for black people trying to escape the U.S. I put together a little list for us because I'm getting the fuck out of here. At least I want to. So I'm planning. I'm being proactive. Number 1, Thailand. I know it's far as hell, but it is so inexpensive to live in Thailand. The food is cheap. The housing is cheap. They have excellent private care. You can stay up to 30 days without a visa. So those 30 days you can work on actually getting your visa. And then after that, you can stay longer. I was looking at people who already live there. They have a growing black expat community. The people is cool. They friendly. Yeah, top of list. Costa Rica. Costa Rica is actually my number 1. I meant to swap these two simply because Costa Rica is closer. It's affordable. In particular, the Caribbean side of Costa Rica for the black people, they have a huge black expat community already established. You can stay up to 180 days without a visa, and that's fabulous. However, you do have to have a return ticket requirement, but if you come back after 180 days, you can just go back and start your 180 days over. The thing people was saying about Costa Rica though is that it's very jungle-like. Not in the jungle, but very rainforesty. And I don't know about that coming from a dry ass climate like Denver. But it's top of my list. That's probably number 1 because it's so close. And politically, they usually tend to stay pretty neutral. So we're not caught up in like a war if it break out. Next is Portugal. I'm going this spring to check it out. It's in Europe and it's also one of those places that is kind of neutral. They have a growing black expat community. It's rather affordable to live there. Living in Europe is nice because you can get to anywhere in Europe so quickly and for very cheap. So Europe is on my list. I know that it's still a colonized area and whatnot, but I still like the ideal of Europe because it's modernized and it still kind of gives me the vibe of the US. But this would be a more chill, laid back situation. And I think Portugal is on the coast, so there may be warmer parts of Portugal. Next is Mexico. Mexico used to be number one because it was a hop, skip, and a jump away. It's cheap in Mexico. They got good healthcare, like private healthcare. My plan was to buy an investment property in Mexico. I was looking at Tulum. Mexico City has the biggest black expat community. Mexico was just top of stack. However, considering the relationship is getting pretty heated between the US and Mexico, I really just don't know. And then he's sending a hell of people back there. It just seems a little shaky right now. Still on my list though, but I would start probably at Costa Rica, and then I might jump over to Portugal.
How many of y'all feel like maybe right now other countries might not be safe for anybody from the United States? Am I the only one feel like that? Like the way Agent Orange playing in everybody's face, I just don't feel like maybe Americans should be traveling to foreign countries. I feel like, I don't have time to be your get back is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Y'all don't feel that way? Like y'all would be willing to travel overseas right now if the opportunity presented itself? If somebody right now said, I will pay for you an all exclusive, all expense paid travel, food, lodging, transportation, everything. I'll pay for it all. Y'all going? Or y'all like, yeah, no, I'm good. I'll pass. Like, which one y'all feeling? Drop in the comments and let me know. If you had an all expense paid trip anywhere in the world, are you going? Or do you feel like right now Americans should probably stay in America until Agent Orange stop tripping? Which one you think?
And then really try to get to Thailand. These are my first top 4. Stay tuned for part 2.
So, as you see, she said a lot of black people are leaving the United States. Mexico, I saw Portugal, I saw Switzerland, I saw Indonesia. And I'm like, sheesh, I was shocked because it was nothing that I thought that black people would go to. Like, went to China, but it was a lot of smaller countries. Thailand. And you like, black people in Thailand. You're like, oh, interesting. I would have never thought that. But have you ever thought about leaving the United States? And if you have, where have you thought about going to? If you're from another country and you're a part of the Champagne City, have you ever thought about leaving your country and going to another country? If so, please drop in the chat or in the comments if you're in the replay game and let us know what country you are watching from and where you would go if you would.
Candy cane veins, red and white swelling. Eggnog courage, my mind stay twirling. Stockings hang loose, secrets in the stitches. Mistletoe shadows, love in the glitches. Frost on my knuckles, cold still intentions. Amber decisions, icy dimensions.
All right, please drop a 1 in the chat if you can hear me once again. Please drop a 1 in the chat if you can hear me once again. Please. Also, please do me a favor. Please make sure If you're watching on your phone or on your television, because we just came back from buffering, please make sure your video is fast forwarded all the way till the button in front of live is red. If it is still gray, you are not live with me, you are behind me. So please make sure you are fast forwarded until your word live has a red dot. I think it's in front of it. Alright? Alright? That way you can hear me in real time. Okay? Let's get back into it. Alright? So we've talked about the people leaving the U.S. Now I want y'all to check this out, because I was on Instagram and I happened to see that Judge Judy did an interview. And in the interview, someone asked her how she felt about Trump. You might be surprised to find out. Check this out.
What do you think of Donald Trump?
What do I think of him? I think he was a good businessman, a real estate guy, and he was certainly terrific on The Apprentice.
What do you think of him as president of the United States?
I don't think that Donald ever should have been president, and I don't think that even Donald thought he was going to be president.
Now y'all listen. You know what I thought about when I saw this clip here? I thought about, what if Donald Trump's case would have been seen by Judge Judy? Can y'all imagine Donald Trump standing in front of Judge Judy for a court case? That somehow they should have swore her in to all these court cases he got going on. I would have loved to see Donald Trump in front of Judge Judy. Oh gosh, I would have paid to see Donald Trump stand in front of the Judge Judy with them the no smiling in court, and when she do smile, it's because she about to eat you alive and spit your bones back out. Oh Lord, I would love. And it sounds like she ain't too much a fan of him being president. You see that face. Can you imagine if them 32 felonies came in front of Judge Judy? Can you imagine the court cases that he got going on right now? If the judge recused himself and they put Judge Judy in the seat, goodness gracious alive, I would love to see it. I don't care. Argue with your mama. I would love to see Donald J. Trump stand in front of Judge Judy. Oh yeah, popcorn in hand. Popcorn and a drink, baby. Popcorn, a drink, and a panel on live. Because we definitely watching it together. Watch party. Watch party. Watch party. All that stuff he be talking, talk your stuff to Judge Judy. DJ. I want to hear him do it just one time. Matter of fact, they ain't even got to do it. Just put them in a room for a conversation. That's all I want. I just want Donald J. Trump to sit down in a room for a conversation with Judge Judy. That's it. That's all I want. That's all I want. That's all I want. Don't act like y'all wouldn't be there for it. Y'all would cut the rest of the TV off to see Judge Judy and Donald J. Trump go head to head, please. Please. Ratings out this world. Put it on Peacock. Tell Lemmy to put it on the conversation. I don't care where you put it. I'm watching it. I promise you I'm watching it. Progressive said then Judy would get $1 billion for that episode. She is already getting millions already. I'm just saying. Give her whatever she wants. I want to see it happen. I want to see it. Put them in a room together. Thank you for this conversation, because somebody's sleigh bells ought to be ringling, jingling. Y'all hear this song in the background? Can y'all hear it? Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear the music. Put a 2 in the chat if I need to turn it up some because you can't hear it. But I would love it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I would love to see that. But y'all, let's continue. So, I was on Instagram and I happened to run across this. And y'all, recently, the church been taking L's. They really have. The church been taking L's because, see, y'all been playing. Y'all been playing so much that the world don't know the difference between the world and the church. They think the world is the church and the church is the world. They got everything confused. That's because we done spent so much time calling good evil and calling evil good. Nobody has a standard anymore. Nobody has morals. Nobody has boundaries. Nobody has anything. It's just get it how you live. Get it how you want it. YOLO, you only live once. That's all we care about right now. The church has been taking L's, and we're going to jump in live to talk about it. But I want y'all to check this out because I ran across this online, and this kind of ticked me off. But I want y'all to see this.
Want to get tight, deep undercovers. You feel me? Got these undercovers scattered throughout here. I got a couple y'all be looking at me. I'm telling you, boy, you ain't gonna stick nothing at me. To become in and try to get some help. And then this right here gonna really shock you. This right here gonna really shock you. Get what else they coming to church doing? Being gay! Yeah, you gotta come here being gay. Get a look, bring a little gay spirit in him. Yeah, walking past like this. Yeah. Yeah, you at church being gay. How dare.
Can I ask you a question? This is what I don't understand about the church, right? There's so many sins in the Bible that the church can focus on. So many sins in the Bible that's going on right in your pews, not only in your pews, but in your pulpit. How many times do we got to turn around and see pastors popping up with babies out of wedlock? You know, let me spill a little tea from my own neighborhood. You know, forget Mr. Rogers, this Empress neighborhood right now. Spill some tea. A church that I went to as a little girl, grew up, you know, as a, little Todd. The pastor had a wife. We ended up leaving the church and going to another church. The pastor ended up messing around with one of the women in the sanctuary, got her pregnant, divorced his wife, and made her first lady. Please, there's a lot of things that you can be discussing in the pulpit of a church. Then every time you get up there, you want to talk about who's gay. Are you focused on it so much because maybe you are? I don't know. Alleged. And aggressive with it. You know what else in here? Gay. This is your time to lead the people to Jesus. Watch this. Let me bring it on home for y'all, because some of y'all don't understand. So let me make it live for you, right? If I'm walking down the lane, right? And while I'm walking down this lane, unbeknownst to me, I trip and fall into a mud puddle, right? I'm in this mud puddle, and this mud puddle is deep. I'm in here. I'm dirty. Everybody can see I'm in the hole. Everybody can see I'm in the mud puddle. You can see what I'm dealing with. It's in me. It's on me right now. Matter of fact, I smell like it. I look like it. I'm surrounded by it. I'm immersed in it. This is a part of me. Why you gonna stand there on the side and talk about where I am instead of reaching a hand out to help me up if you feel like where I am is a problem? Come on now. I mean, if we're going to talk about it, let's talk. We're going to talk about it, let's talk. That is not what the sacred desk is for. I don't care what they convinced you of. The Bible says, feed my sheep. What are you feeding? What are you feeding them with this right here? Poison? What are you feeding them? Gays in the church. Yeah, you said they need deliverance. Where else should they be? You right, they in the church. You say they need to be delivered? Do your job then. Instead of getting up behind the pulpit, taking a moment to talk about somebody and tear somebody down when he looked like he about 10 shots to the wind, looked like he just got done going fist of fury on his wife, looked like every other word in his alphabet is a cuss word when he gets out of church. But you want to get behind the pulpit and focus on the game. Please. 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 Argue with your mama. Don't argue with me. Not when it comes to God. Don't argue with me. Because that ain't God. I don't care what you think it is. That ain't God. Pray about it. But you don't use the sacred desk to tear down. That ain't what it's for. The sacred desk is for building up. The Bible offers a way of escape. All you offering is damnation. That is not God. Argue with your mama. I don't care what you say. That is not God. And we wonder why the people are not coming to church. Because when they get there, they got to deal with your condemnation. Knowing some of y'all get right out of church and go right to the club. Matter of fact, some of the same ones of y'all that's in the church just came from the club the night before. Let's talk about it. Let's talk. Let's talk. Bible says, go ye therefore and compel them to come. Who you think you compelling to come? Who? Who? Those who already know him? Oh yeah, because y'all too good for everybody else. Because this is how y'all talk to and treat the very ones that Jesus told you to compel to come. And the minute they get in front of you, they got to deal with condemnation. You pointing out their flaws. Come on now. Come on now. If the church wants to draw the world in, the church has to do better with its approach to the world. Because majority of y'all is about 2 steps out the world yourself. Let's talk about it. The reason why, the real reason why the church can't reach the world, the real reason why is because you act like you're above it and it's beneath you when you're no different than it. I love the Lord. He heard my cry and pitied every groan. Long as I live in trouble, rise, I'll hasten till his throne. But don't play with me. Play with God. If you want to. play with your kids if you want to. Don't play with me. Because I don't know which me you might get on that day if I'm not prayed up enough. And that's just real. Some of y'all don't know how to be real. That's y'all problem. That's your problem. That's why you can't get to your blessing, because you don't know how to be honest. You can't be delivered if you can't be honest. You can't be helped if you can't be honest. The first thing they tell you when you go to the doctor is the first thing to do is to be honest with them. I don't care what you're dealing with. I don't care what you got going on. When you in front of the doctor, be honest. Some of y'all, the reason why y'all can't get help and you can't get free is because you won't be honest. Won't be honest. This is fire. This is fire. I ain't even gonna play the rest of it. I played it to show you this is fire. Progressive said Galatians 6:1, brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault, ye which are spiritual, restore such a one in the spirit of meekness, considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted. Exactly. Thank you, Progressive. I wish, hold on one second. Hold on. Clock it. That's what I want you to do. Somebody drop some clocks in the chat. Be careful. Be careful. Because you got to realize they might be going through today, but baby, your tomorrow is coming. That's why you got to be careful. We all got a tomorrow coming. And you gonna want somebody to have your back when it's your tomorrow. How dare we? But this is why y'all need to know the difference between what is God and what is not God. This is why y'all need to know the difference. Because if you don't, you'll look at stuff like that and it'll run you away from the church, because you'll think all churches think like that. You'll think all churches believe like that. You think that's the way everybody sees you, and that's not true. It's not true. The same way you may have something about you that I don't like, there may be something about me that you don't like. It doesn't stop me from respecting you, and it doesn't stop me from loving you, even if I don't agree with you. Get it? See, that's maturity. Immaturity, you know, this toxic stuff that they're pushing on social media. Immaturity would say, because we don't believe the same thing, we can't get along. We can't have a conversation. We can't be in the same room. We can't be cordial. Why can't we? I know who I am. You know who you are, right? What you eat don't make me poop. What you drink don't make me pee. Therefore, why we gotta have a problem with each other? Because we got opposing opinion. Agree to disagree in next subject. We ain't even gotta discuss that. This is wrong. And y'all gonna pay. Y'all gonna answer to God. But it's foolishness that y'all getting up in front of these churches, in front of these people and doing. I done seen some videos in the last few weeks, and we gonna do a live on them. I've seen some videos. Y'all are gonna have to answer to God for how y'all doing his sheep in front of all these people. Y'all gonna have to answer to God. Because your job as a shepherd is to protect them The same way God did us. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. That's scripture. He leadeth me beside the still waters. Do you know why? Do you know why that scripture says that? Because sheep can't go near running water. If they do, they could fall over and drown. They can't get back up. The shepherd can't touch them with their hand. That's why they use a rod and a staff. That's why the scripture says, thy rod and thy staff, thy comfort me. Because if the shepherd uses his hand to touch the sheep, then the mama will no longer have anything to do with the sheep. You can't play with me when it comes to God. Please don't. This ain't God. This ain't God. And y'all gonna have to answer to him. Next, let me get some water. Y'all pause for a second and fill up. I was a little fizzled. Hey, y'all, this is what I want y'all to do. And I'm going to start something, and I want to know, look, whoever want to participate can participate. I want to start our own secret, like, coded language for the Champagne City. So what I want y'all to do is drop in the chat, or no, what I'm going to do is start or should we do it in Discord? Y'all tell me. Should I put the Champagne language thread in Discord, or should I put it on the community wall? Because I want y'all to drop on there, and we gonna come up with our own words and language that we use in the Champagne City that, you know, only we know what it means. All right, next up, so y'all, I ran across this and I said, I know you lying. I just don't understand. When are the people gonna learn? Stop playing with 50. Like, y'all, they haven't learned yet. They haven't learned that this man ain't playing. And just maybe you need to leave him alone. Like, don't even mention his name. Don't say his initials. Don't even rap his song if you don't like him. Like, when are they gonna learn to stop playing with this man is what I want to know. So I was on, I believe it was Instagram or Facebook, one of the two. And it looks like Tyler Perry has come out because he had something to say after he watched the Diddy documentary. So it says, breaking news, Hollywood just got real uncomfortable after, y'all, let me grab my glasses. Hold on. I told y'all I was playing Call of Duty and I threw them. All right, Hollywood just got real uncomfortable after mega producer Tyler Perry reacted to the newly released Diddy docuseries on Netflix produced by 50 Cent. Tyler took to Twitter and wrote, I just finished watching the docuseries by 50. I gotta admit, I know I'm a freak too. Now, press pause. Please, press pause. Somebody please explain to me why that was necessary in this moment. What, you trying to get, you know, all of Diddy's, you know, y'all remember back in the day when a person like got locked down or had to get away, go away. Like, what was the first thing they passed on? What was the first thing you asked for when somebody had to go away, or if somebody got married? What was the one thing dudes asked each other for back in the day? And this gonna be old school. I wish I would have grabbed a picture. You remember the black book with all the numbers in it and all the girls in it? See, this was pre-cell phone. See, some of y'all don't know life pre-cell phone. Some of y'all don't know that. But it was the black book. It sounds to me like Tyler Perry is saying, hey, hit me with the virtual black book. Because I'm a freak just like he is. All that you said he did, yeah, I do that too. Yeah, I'm into that too. Yeah, and ain't nobody arguing with it. Because, see, I saw Ruthless. Baby, I stopped watching it and somebody told me I need to get back into it. But I stopped watching Ruthless. But we know Tyler a freak. Ain't no way you could produce a show like, first of all, we can even go back. Let's run down the videography, okay? The haves and the have-nots. The Oval, Ruthless, Sisters. If Loving You Was Wrong. Now let me tell you, I was hooked on If Loving You Was Wrong. Bad. When I tell you, I was rushing home to make sure the TV was on like Scandal bad on If Loving You Is Wrong. So we know there's no way you could put out stuff like that and not be a freak. Not be. You gotta approve the stuff before it come out. You approve Ruthless. There ain't no way you into that. But you there's no way you not into that. But you drop that. Have y'all seen Ruthless? When I first saw it, I'm getting into it the first episode or so. I looked, I said, is that Pekka? Just out on the... Did they let me smell your Pekka? And it's just the wine. I said, oh, Tyler don't know the Lord no more. He can't know the Lord. Not with Pekka on screen. It's dangling like we see it. You had to put the prosthetic out there too. Like the visual had to be there. I'm like, oh, okay, Tyler just letting it be known, like allegedly what he's allegedly into, because why did you need to put Pekka on screen, Tyler? Why? Why did you come up with a whole storyline about a gay porn farm? Like, I don't even know how else to describe it. Like, a orgy farm. Like, that's all it is. Just everybody sleeping with everybody, and drugs and diseases and stuff and beatings and just debauchery and everybody into it. And I'm looking like, so we're just cool with this. This is a new norm. Y'all boycott everything else. Y'all get people channels shut down. Y'all get people TikTok shut down. Y'all get people canceled. But y'all let this play out for seasons. Women being essayed and beaten for a season. But y'all all on social media. The women's empowerment. Women, we have rights and we deserve to be protected. Why this still up? Why y'all let this play out for so long? Oh, y'all want hip to it? Y'all ain't seen the show? Alright, for those of you who haven't seen the show, I go pull up Ruthless, RUTHLESS. Go watch it, come back, holler at me. And then tell me, do you not feel the same way? Cause why? You had to let it be known. You had to, Tyler. Oh, Lord. But Diddy was on a whole different level. My only issue is it only showed the dark side and not the good. Hold on a second. Hold on. This be hard when I be trying to do it together. Cause what? It only showed the dark side. See, these are the monsters that we create. These are the monsters. These are the monsters. No, in this moment where they are showing why Diddy is seen as a monster, he is advocating for Diddy and saying, well, yeah, he might have been a monster. He might have did everything they said he did. Yeah, it was right there on camera. We all saw it. We heard it. And that's why he's suing. Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's true. But, I mean, dang, can't you show the good side of him, too? Ha, ha, ha. Do it make sense when I say it out loud? Because these are the people. These are the ones. These are the ones that are out there. These are the reasons why stuff like this goes on and on and on for so long. Because of people who think like this. Because these would be the same ones who would see the stuff going on and would say, you know, but I know him though. I know him. You know, he might have messed up one time, but I know him. I know who he is though. I know who he is. I know. And we're not talking about someone defending someone who someone has accused of things and they are innocent. And you are coming out and saying, I know this individual is innocent. No, you're coming out and saying, basically, yeah, I know this individual is guilty. Yeah, I know he was messed up, but give him a pass. Yeah, just, this time. Just let it slide. Just this one time. Just throw some good stuff in there so he don't look like Ed Gaines on the screen. So he don't look like Vampire of Brooklyn or something. Just make him look nicer. You can't make monsters look like the monster. If you make monsters look like the monster, everybody's going to be afraid of the monster. They're gonna see the monster coming. Y'all can't let the people see the monster coming. So show some light stuff. Show some good stuff. Throw some good stuff in there. Because if you throw some good stuff in there, then they'll be desensitized. So they won't see the monster coming. And they'll be caught off guard. Allegedly. Just in case I forget to say allegedly. Baby, it's scrolling across the screen. And allegedly. Yeah. So, show the lighter side of him. Please show the lighter side of him. I mean, yeah. Did you have to just, only show, what he did to those victims? Did you have to only show that? I mean, could you not have shown, some like us partying together? Like, could you not have shown, some stuff with me and him, together partying? Let's not throw him under the bus. Because the rest of us can't look like monsters to the world. Shh. Keep it a secret. You talking too much, 50. That's what he's saying. Allegedly. Or the lives he changed. So forget about the ones he ruined. Why can't you focus on the ones he changed? still a very interesting piece of SHT. So, Tyler, you're sending for 50 Cent? Many men. That's who you sending for? That's who you sending for? Allegedly, a piece of shit. Tyler, come on, baby, because majority of your stories don't even have a true ending. Majority of your stories either show women as the victim or dumb. Sisters, the lawyer is an idiot. That's why I stopped watching it. But I heard the storyline that got good, so I might have to go back and pick it back up and just deal with the fact that Andy is an idiot. But it's supposed to be the top lawyer. You don't believe me? Alright, then let's go to Fall from Grace. The lawyer from A Fall from Grace was an idiot. Complete idiot. The whole case could have been shut down if the lawyer in Fall from Grace would have said, Your Honor, there's no body. If there's no body, there's no murder. I'm not a detective. I'm not a lawyer. But I have watched enough Investigation Discovery. First 48 to know it is hard to prove a murder when there is no body. So how are you saying this woman murdered anybody and there is nobody? Exactly. He makes women look dumb in his movie. Even Grace look dumb. You fell for the pecker and lost your mind. You got peckamatized. You got pecked. That's what happened. That's our new phrase. You got pecked. Hen. Newspaper. Or what was it? Late night newspaper? Y'all, what was the name of it? Late night newspaper? Night newspaper? I'm gonna have to look it back up again. You got pecked. Come on, Tyler. Come on. None of your plots finish. That girl went all the way over there. Saw that nurse. What was that in what was that, Divorce in Black? Saw that nurse over there. What happened to the nurse? Who did she send? Then had that girl go all the way back to the house, knowing what them people was gonna do to her. We saw that a mile away. Come on now. Come on now. You don't have the right to call anybody's anything a piece of anything. Please don't do that, Tyler. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because some of your work needs some work too. Don't do that. Don't do that. But see, this is why I say, y'all keep saying we ready for a revolution. How we ready for a revolution? And this is what we keep doing to each other. Instead of Tyler standing behind a black man exposing a monster who happens to be in our community, allegedly, according to what they say, that needs to be dealt with and needs to be eradicated, instead of you standing behind him, what you basically did to the world is stood behind the monster, even though in your movies and in your plays as Medea, you technically stand behind 50 Cent. See, this the bipolar stuff that I be talking about. This is why I say he don't know the Lord. Because in this one comment, you see the difference between Medea and Tyler. One know the Lord and one we don't know who he's serving right now. Hide the monster. That's the way I need y'all to pay attention to everything from now on. Because he just gave you a clue. He did. He just gave you a clue into what they do. Into what they do. See, they throw little nice stuff out there to hide the monster. See, this is why I told y'all cannot be so easily swayed. You remember when we was having a conversation before, when I came to y'all before this whole thing re-broke with Funky, Dineva, and Tamar? And I asked y'all, I said, hold on, did we seem to forget that she just came out here talking about she almost lost her life and she was with her friend Funky Dineva, and all of a sudden, where did the story go? Nobody's mad anymore. Nobody's talking about this story anymore. It just went silent. Then we start hearing people talking about, hold on, y'all. All right, we just reconnected. I thought I was about to have to join y'all in the chat again. Once again, y'all, please make sure if you're watching on your devices, if you're watching on your television, whatever you're watching on, please make sure that the dot next to the word live is red. If the dot next to the word live is red, then you are getting a live feed and you're live with me. If it is not red, then you are not with me in real time. You're behind me a little bit. So please fast forward to the point where you see that gray dot change to red. Thank you. But that's all I'm saying, y'all, with this whole situation. Come on, Tyler. You're supporting the monster. But at the same time, keep y'all eyes open. And this is why I keep telling y'all, y'all need to have y'all golden chapeaus on. And I don't have time to go find it and upload it. You need to keep them on so that you can pay attention to what people saying without saying. Because he slipped up and told y'all some real tea. Some real tea. See, we throw out all that light and fluffy stuff because we try to hide the monster. Because we got to make the monster look good. So y'all don't recognize the monster. You know, whole wolf in sheep clothing. And y'all keep falling for the sheep. And be heartbroken when you find out it was a wolf. You didn't pay attention to the snout. You didn't pay attention to the fact that sheep don't have teeth. You didn't see the eyes. You didn't see the size. All you saw was the wolf. And you ran for it. Got bit. Somebody in the comments said, hold on. 50 is going to scorch the earth. So let's just sit back, get the microwave popcorn, any snacks of your choice, and enjoy the show. So somebody else said, remember Jeff Epstein? You think them people about to allow 50, a rapper, to tell their business? Epstein was way more powerful and got silenced. Even bullets have to... Hold on, y'all. Disconnected. Reconnected. Can't go all the way through because too many high powerful people are involved in this. Homeland Security came to get him. The whole simple fact that Homeland Security came to get him lets me know this goes way higher than we think. Way higher than we think. And even know. So they had to stop that. Somebody slipped up. Either somebody slipped up and let Diddy get arrested, or whoever has been protecting Diddy for all this time. And I did a video. I had to delete it because the news station that I got the video from of Diddy and Cassie in the hallway when he was treating her like football, they sent a strike to my channel and told me if I didn't take it down, I was going to get a strike. So I removed the channel. The video, I only had a few views on it anyway. So I removed it. But I said on there, I said, y'all listen, if they're not going to come out and tell who's been protecting him all this time and who's above him, I said, I don't want to hear it and I'm not going to cover it. I don't want to hear it and I'm not going to cover it because all you're doing is cutting the string off the puppet. All they got to do is reattach another string to another puppet. And here we go again. Who's pulling the strings? That's who you need to release. That's who everybody need to be pushing for. But I knew they couldn't allow that to come out. So I knew Diddy's case was going to be sabotaged. I told y'all. But it was only about 3 of us in the chat. I told y'all, they either gonna sabotage it or Diddy ain't gonna make it out. And what happened? They spent a whole Rico talking about baby oil and sex positions and sex toys and how Diddy like it in bed. They turned a whole Rico trial into a soft porn. They turned it into old school HBO After Dark. You know, where they used to have like the soft, corn After Dark. Where you saw them naked, but you didn't see no body parts. So you didn't know if they was really, or not. You know what I'm trying to say. This YouTube, I can't, you know. You know. They turned it into that. Y'all, drop in the comments and let me know what y'all think about all this. All right, what do y'all think 50's response is gonna be to Mr. Man over here? Y'all drop in the comments and let me know. Y'all know he petty. You know he petty, so 50 probably somewhere cooking up something right now. Now let's get ready to get into it, because I know that's what some of y'all clicked on the video for, because y'all saw the name. Now let's get ready to get into this whole situation with Chrisean. Now y'all listen. Before we get into that, so we were on a live when this actually broke. But it was like, oh my goodness, it was me and Father Locke was on the live. Niecy was on the live. And we talked about it when it broke. The fact that someone smacked Chrisean. And I didn't like it at all for several reasons. Now, let me show you what maturity says. Because a lot of y'all think when a person talks about the behavior of Chrisean, you think individuals don't like her. And to be honest with you, that is true for a lot of people. Also, to be honest with you, because 2 things can be true at the same time. Also, to be honest with you, there's some people who pretend like they don't like Chrisean who really could care less. The fact is, they really are using her for clout, and it's just for a click and a view. However, there are other people that use Chrisean to show you a behavior type. And also to discuss the type of individuals that you should not have around you. Because who should not be around Chrisean is whoever was around her when this situation happened. Whoever was around her that allowed her to go to Compton. And didn't tell her, if you gonna go to Compton, baby, you going by yourself. Not only are you going by yourself, but you will not take Chrisean Jr. Fight. Matter of fact, fight me and come get him from the police station. Come get us from the police station. Oh no, because I will not allow you to involve your son in a situation where he can possibly be injured or get into some mess that you caused. Let's put it like that. No. Y'all ain't got no friends for real. Y'all don't have friends for. She definitely don't. She don't. Not the way she behaved. Too many of y'all have friends that allow y'all to do whatever y'all want to without saying anything. I say it over and over again. And I'm going to say it over and over again till y'all get it. Your real friends are not the ones who are sitting by telling you everything that you want to hear. That's like an individual watching you in a car, getting ready to drive into a brick wall and cheering you on all the way while you're doing 180 miles an hour. Not 1 foot on a brake. That ain't your friend. But see, y'all think that's what friendship is. Y'all think people ain't loyal when they tell you you need to get your stuff together. I can't have nobody around me that cannot look me in my face and tell me, nah, you wrong on that one. My bad. You wrong on that one. I can't have nobody around me that I can't look at and do the same thing. Iron sharpens iron. Baby, you got to be sharp to hang around me. I want people around me that I got to be sharp to hang around them. The sharper they get, the sharper they going to make me. The sharper I get, the sharper I'm going to make them. Neither one of us going to be dull in this relationship. Those are the kind of friends that you need around you. But no, y'all got the kind of friends that keep watching y'all in the mud puddle. And you know what they doing while you in the mud puddle? They going live, laughing, showing everybody that you in the mud puddle. They running off back to the village, going to get other people to bring them to show them that you in the mud puddle. They talking about you to them while you in the mud puddle. They talking about you to you while you in the mud puddle. But you know the one thing that they never did? Who can guess? While they doing all that, standing around, watching you drown, watching you sink in quicksand. Guess what the one thing is that they never did? While they running off to go get other people so that other people can see you at your lowest, at your dirtiest, at your filthiest. While they running to get other people, guess what they never did? How about reached out a hand to help you out of the mud puddle? How about if you gonna go run off, go get some hot water? How about do that? Go get some hot water and towels and some clean clothes. So when you help me out the mud puddle, you can help clean me off and help clothe me so nobody ever knew that I fell in the mud puddle. If you don't have people around you who are willing to cover you until you clean yourself off, baby, them ain't your friends. Them ain't your friends. Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your partner. Your friends got you through thick and thin. You ain't never got to worry about walking in front of your friend for fear that your friend gonna stab you in the back. No, not your real friend. But see, ain't none of y'all friends been tried. None of them. Ain't none of them proved nothing. You just liked the way y'all kicked it. You liked how y'all were when y'all went out. Did you ever stop to think about, well, how can they handle when I go through, when I'm struggling, when I'm fighting for my sanity, when I just want to scream, when I want to give up? How did this person handle those situations? Are they going to talk about me? Are they going to make subliminal posts on Facebook, on Twitter, make TikTok videos about me? Are they going to do subliminal story times about me? Where I got to feel even worse because I know that's my business they talking about? But let's get into it. Hold on a second. Put the blur up. One second, y'all. Bells on me.
Don't grab my phone from me, yo. I don't give a fuck. You snatch my.
So this is how it started.
No. You can't get a class. We appreciate you coming up here, but if you was like that,
it was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
no, don't record nothing on me. Don't grab my phone from 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 me.
So now here's the thing. If you can hear on the video, she keeps telling the girl, don't grab my phone from me, don't grab my phone from me, don't grab my phone from me. The guy that's in front of her is telling her to go to the car. There's the dude in behind her that's grabbing her. See, y'all women better be careful with these men. Y'all women better be careful. Because real men wouldn't have let you be in a situation where they knew the situation potentially could have went left. See, real men protect, well, yeah, they would. Real men protect real women. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's the problem. You want to keep putting yourself in dumb situations. They just gonna keep letting you be dumb. Men back in the day wouldn't let you put yourself in a dumb situation. They didn't care what you thought you wanted to do. Wasn't no way I was going to go to do some dumb stuff like run up in Compton after I talk stupid. I told y'all, before everybody jumped on the train and started talking about this whole situation with these gangs, we came on a live and I said, y'all, you know what? Why everybody talking about Chrisean and Blueface and Bino and 33YN, whatever his name is, K-Nim. I said, I got a question. What's going on with the gangs post pandemic? Somebody help me understand. I said, because the era that I came from, the time that I came from, you couldn't be a blood by day and a crip by night. It wasn't no way. Wasn't no way. When did this start? I said, because I understand that a lot of the stuff that they do is for television. I said, but at the end of the day, there are real gangs and there are real people that do this for real. You know, there's people that do this street life, this thug life stuff for real. And I've heard a bunch of people got laid down by false flagging, by pretending to be something that you're not. So you're telling me that gangs, the real ones, is sitting back and letting these people make y'all look like a joke on television, on these reality TV shows, and ain't nobody saying nothing? I said, y'all about to make me think that somebody has came out and dismantled the gangs and everybody out now cosplaying. I said, I'm not saying I want Chrisean to get hurt. That ain't what I'm saying. I said, but what I'm saying is, from what I know about gangs, there's no way. No way that you can be a blood by day, a crip by night. No way. No way you can date a crip today, break up with him today, date a blood tomorrow, and be with the blood talking about the crip. Crip, baby, the whole gang coming at you. What are you talking about? I said, nah, somebody playing with me. I definitely have slipped into a new dimension because if the gangs need to hang it up. Matter of fact, all of them. If y'all telling me this is what it is, and I'm going crazy, they need to hang it up. All of them need to become streamers. Become Instagram models. Majority of them are extremely handsome. Become Instagram models. Become actors. Go back to college. Gangs ain't it. It ain't it. Because what are you saying? She disrespecting y'all whole set. And y'all just so. Apparently, this whole situation has to do with the fact that she disrespected the Crips or Schoolyard or whichever one of the blue ones she happened to disrespect or who happened to feel disrespected on this day. And they decided to press her. Now, allegedly, according to Chrisean, and we're going to listen to her live, she had Chrisean Jr. there. And these are the things that make people frustrated when it comes to Chrisean. And this is why I tell y'all, it's not that I don't like her. I want her to do better. That's why we discuss her and things that she can do to do better as a mother. And y'all, I'm really starting to think maybe she don't know. Maybe she don't know. Maybe she don't know. Because when I look at her family tree, mama on down, when I look at, maybe this baby don't know. Maybe she don't know. Because what she seen in mamas, maybe she think this is mothering. We don't know. All we know is her mama was on drugs, allegedly. Y'all see it across the screen. They said it. I didn't. All we seen is her mama on drugs. We don't know what her childhood was. Every time another one of them come out, they got a different story about what their childhood looked like. Maybe in her head, this is what parenting looked like because this is what she had. Allegedly. I don't know. I'm saying. I'm guessing. Trying to show a little grace. It's almost the end of the year. We want grace. We got to give a little bit. But we trying a little bit. Trying to see some positive. Oh, goodness gracious. You don't take your child to a messed up situation. That's like taking your child to a fight. Do you know how bad that situation could have went? Y'all, all games and jokes aside, do you know how bad? This is Compton. OG two. What did he say in Straight Outta Compton? Triple OG two-tone. What did he say? I might be the nigga that kill you. Bro, come on now. This is Compton. Easy E. Come on. And Chrisean, you not bulletproof. I know that Zeus got y'all girls gassed up. And I keep telling y'all that is part of the problem. Y'all gonna read about it real soon. Summer, if she not careful, gonna be one of the first. If she ain't careful, her mouth too reckless. And y'all got her gassed up. Instead of y'all trying to talk sense into her, y'all gas her up and say, she right though. She right though. She can say what she want to say. No, she can't because y'all ain't there to protect her. Y'all not. Y'all not. Y'all talking from behind the screen. Y'all gassing her up. But she got to go out there in real life. And she going to try that with the wrong person. And she might not be able to live to tell the story. Because y'all gassed her up. And then y'all going to be sitting back talking about, dang, that's messed up. Do you know how many dang that's messed up there's been? Y'all remember that woman that we covered who was arguing with her dude and her best friend allegedly was on the telephone, gassing her up on the telephone. But what do you say, friend? But it's okay when you do it, friend. But what friend? But what friend? But what friend? Then he did what he did and she no longer here. Dang, that's messed up. Friend's still here though. Friends still here though. See, that's what they do. Then when this girl is gone, y'all be on to the next summer that shows up on Zeus. Y'all are diabolical. But let's continue. Hold on. So, yeah, hold on, y'all. I gotta disconnect. Let's see what's going on. We got action. We're back. Y'all, before we get into these lives that Chrisean did, there's something that I want to show y'all. And I told y'all, I have a feeling people be listening to me a little bit for real. So Blueface,
Go crazy, Mookie.
#1 has a page called Crip Face the Dalmatian. So now his mascot is a Dalmatian. Y'all, has he bought a Dalmatian yet? Cause it's coming. It's coming. The only y'all, if we start seeing Chrisean in polka dot, in black and white, or Dalmatian print, I know something. I know something. I know something. But I told y'all, Zeus was missing out on their money when it came to the baddies. If Zeus would have taken this idea right here and used this idea right here as a branch off, as I stated, for baddies. See, y'all, when they first came out with baddies, what was it, South, y'all, or West? I can't remember. Y'all know. Y'all didn't know. When they came out with the originals from Bad Girls Club, this was an opportunity for them to take back the baddies' name, because they kept saying there were people out there who were trying to do it. And since they were the originators, it's only right that they be the ones that make money from it. When they first came on the show, they came on the show to do stuff together and make money together. When that whole thing fell apart, when Tanisha quit, and when Natalie Nunn decided to take the name, allegedly, and everything with it, and run off with it, and start her own baddies, and launch it, when she wasn't doing auditions, the first one, she picked the girls that was coming on. I want to say that's when we were introduced to Roll. Now, we were introduced to her before baddies because she was on Chance's show, which was already on Zeus. So, really, Rolly has been the oldest one on the show. Chrisean washed that girl in that sink like some dishes. When she started saying, oh, the fights is bringing attention, that's when you start seeing auditions and all this extra stuff coming up when it came to the baddies. I'm still thinking the girls are going to go for the bag, because at first you saw the girls get into the bag. Remember? She was dividing out the money between the girls from their event or whatever they went to. When was the last time you saw any money passed out or divided up because of an event? Never. We never see the girls allegedly getting to the bag, because the girls are always fighting. They're even fighting while they're supposed to be getting to the bag. They're even fighting at the event. That was not the original thought process of the show. So I said, if Lemmy and Natalie Nunn really wanted to make some money, what they really should do is take baddies and branch it out. Have baddies for the show that you want to bring the girls on and level them up and show them how to really be a baddie and get to the bag. That's your show for your rappers, for your singers, for whatever girls want to, for your DJs. DJ Sky Kid. Y'all remember how Bad Girls was back in the day? When they finally made them girls stop fighting and start having them doing challenges. If girls wanted to be a DJ, they had challenges on the wall that they had to complete. I can't remember what they got if they completed their challenge. But think outside the box and give more. Do more. For the people who wanted the fighting and the boxing and all that stuff, you could have still had that. Branch it off and call it, hell, y'all throw a name out there. Baddie Rena. Baddie Feud. I don't know. Put a ring out there. Throw some gloves on. You know people gonna pay to see it. Especially if you use it to settle those social media beefs. People gonna pay to see these girls box it out in a ring. You saw how they paid to see Tommy and Natalie Nunn. But no. They want to keep all their eggs in one basket. But Blueface has come out with a show. Fresh Out of Love is the name of the show. So, he got them in the ring. Talking about he just let some of his pit bulls out the box. And this is what I keep telling y'all. All these people on here that's talking about Chrisean and all of that, let Blueface get him the time of day. They going. They going with roller skates on. Ice skates on with no ice. They going. No question asked. They going because they always wanted to go. Right now they just riding the wave. But low key, they feeling Blueface. And if Blueface gave them the opportunity to get on, they're going to take it. Don't believe all these people talking about they got a problem with Blue.
You got this crazy silent thing going on.
Oh, Lord Jesus, I just didn't realize she ain't have on no clothes. Father. Just, jeez, I should have put what? Where is my blur? Hold on, y'all. Oh, there it go. Put the blur on. Sheesh. Might have to edit that out too. So he got him in the gym. What y'all think? So now I want y'all to watch these videos because Chrisean actually did a few lives, and she posted some things in her story of her time in Compton. Again, I say, Zeus gasses these girls' heads up to think they're untouchable. So the problem is, when they're actually in dangerous situations, they don't realize it. Hence, Summer. They don't know how to read the room. They don't know how to understand everybody ain't playing with you. And even though you might find some people that's going to play with you and give you a pass, everybody ain't going to give you a pass. They're not. But I want y'all to check this out.
Hop it! Hop it! Careful.
I make big money. I drive big cars. Everybody know me.
Hey y'all, they still be riding with the dro on the whip. For real, they still be making them bounce. That was an old school thing. That was back, ain't nothing but a jig thing, baby. That was back in them days. They still making the cars bounce.
It's like I'm a movie star.
There's only one way and it's God's way. No matter what the world thinks, I'll follow God's way. And no matter what I do, they'll take it the wrong way. It's my fault that I let the world in. But with God on my side, I won't let the world win. They were talking bad about me, drag me through the mud.
This is why. Y'all have to pay attention to the actions of the individuals in your life and not just what they say. I'm not gonna lie and pretend like this isn't a pretty song. I'm not, because I actually like the song. I ain't gonna lie, judge me, argue with your mama. I actually like the song because I know Yahweh. I don't know what Yahweh she talking about, but I know my Yahweh. only way is God's way. Yeah, that fits my God too. I don't know what God she talking about, but it fits my God too. The words fit. They do. The words fit. But does she believe it? See, this the problem y'all run into a lot of times in y'all relationships as well. Same problem. People get y'all with the pretty words, but they actions say something else. You're saying in the song Yahweh, God's name, the only way is God's way, but you're taking every pathway except his way. Even your song is trying to give you direction. Don't nobody else got to give Chrisean a direction, a roadmap, an instruction, a lift, a boost, or anything. Her own song gave her the direction of what she should be doing. Oh, the only way is God's way. You going Blue way, you going Zeus way, you going Beano way, you going every way but God's way. And all of y'all talking about, but she's going through so much. Oh my God, I just feel for her. She's going through so much. God, please help her. He is helping her. He helped her through her song. He told her Yahweh, the only way is God's way. You need to do it God's way. He told her. That's like the story of the man who was in his house and they came in and told everybody to evacuate the house because it was going to rain real bad and it was going to flood. And if they stayed in their houses, they could flood and die. And the man said he wasn't worried about it because God was going to take care of him. And it started raining, the hurricane, it flooded and the water got up to started climbing up, in the house. And one of his neighbors said they were getting ready to evacuate. They was like, come on, come go with me. He was like, no, God gonna take care of me. So they went ahead and left. The water climbed up more. Now he on the second floor. Somebody came with a boat and it was like, come on, man, come on, get in the boat. I got you. He was like, no, God gonna take care of me. Water get up so high, he got to climb up on the roof. And they sent a helicopter and he was like, they was like, come on, man, come on. He was like, no, God got me. He gonna take care of me. Finally, the water got so high, he had nothing else to climb on and he drowned. Got to heaven and looked at God and God said, why you here? No, the man looked at God. Look at me messing up my own story. The man looked at God and said, God, why didn't you save me? And God looked at him and told him, I did. I sent you a person, a boat, and a helicopter. Y'all be missing y'all out. Y'all be having the direction. And you refuse to do it. Progressive say that's the part that hurts to watch. She knows the way. She need her own show where she spends months with new positive friends. She gets 500,000K. No fights. Make it to the end. Fix my life first guest. That is a good idea. That is a good idea. You know what I said I wanted to do, and it was a good thing that you said that, Progressive, because I said one of these days I want to jump in a live, and what I want to do on the live is I want to discuss like all of these girls that are fan favorites on like Zeus and Now That's TV and things like that, like Chrisean, Rolly, what's baby mama name? Scotty, don't get mad, sweetie. You a baby mama, baby. It is what it is, sweetie. Do not get mad. It is. People made that a negative connotation. Me and my oldest daughter's father, since conception, I have called him baby daddy, and he has called me baby mama. He is my baby's daddy. I am his baby's mama. But no, y'all mess up everything. It's so, y'all keep running around talking about black people can't have nothing. Yeah, positive people can't have nothing either. Nothing. Y'all be having outs. Y'all don't take them. Y'all don't listen. God get his girl out over and over again. Every time she get up and sing this song, that's God telling her, Chrisean, Yahweh, my way is the only way. Maybe you should try my way. But no, all them church folk, all them people she got around her don't want to tell her that, because they don't want to deal with the wrath of Chrisean. They don't want to deal with her not speaking to them for a period of time because they telling her the truth. So they'd rather her live a lie, drive 180 miles an hour in a car into a brick wall, metaphorically, because that's what you're doing, allegedly.
If you didn't accept Jesus as your Lord, I just want to do that with y'all real quick. It's going to take 2 seconds. So I believe God sent his only son to die for my sins, my limitations, my brokenness, my shortness, my shortcomings. Thank you, Lord God, for leaving the Holy Spirit, which is my best friend, and rest with my soul, that will navigate me through the promised land. Okay, amen. Now it's angels in heaven rejoicing because whoever wasn't saved is saved today. So if you think you was going to hell, if you was confused, you're not. We just put the nail in the coffin. We are going to heaven. Okay, that's foremost. Now I just want to say a real prayer.
Press pause. Did she end it with, now I just want to say a real prayer? Girl, you allegedly just led the people to Christ. How do you want to say a real prayer at the end? Please help me understand. Now let me say a real prayer. Excuse me? Everybody in the church should have been clenching their pearls. A real prayer. First of all, let's rewind. First of all, the sinner's prayer, baby, is supposed to lead the people to Jesus, not to the promised land. Nope, there's nothing about the promised land in the sinner's prayer. I'm sorry. See, this is why I get irritated with the church folk that's around her. This is why. Because you let people, you throw people out there to the wolves knowing they're going to get devoured because they ain't ready. They ain't ready. Did y'all see the stuttering? The objective of the sinner's prayer is to lead the people to Christ. Repeat after me. Lord Jesus, forgive me of my sins. I acknowledge that you, Jesus, died on the cross for my sins. I acknowledge that you, Jesus, on the third day, got up for my sins. And right now, I open the doors to my heart and I invite you, Jesus, to live within me. Thank you, God, for my salvation. Thank you, God, for the privilege to live and to serve you. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. What was that? What was that? She done prayed for the people because they were short and because they had shortcomings. I blame the church people she got around her. That's who I blame. Them church folk. That's why y'all need to start paying attention to people's actions and not just what they say. Because if she was the one that y'all think she is, if she was the golden child sent to lead the people to Christ, she would definitely know how to do the sinner's prayer. That's the first thing you learn in Evangelism 101. That's the first thing you learn. What is it? Romans 10:8-10. What it say? But what saith it? The word is nigh thee, even in my heart and in my mouth. That is the word of faith that we preach. That if thou shalt confess with thy mouth the Lord Jesus, and shalt believe in thy heart that God has raised him from the dead, thou shalt be saved. At what point did she have them confess with their mouth the Lord Jesus? Or say that they believed in their heart? Or open up their heart? Or accept him in their heart? Or ask for forgiveness? Come on, y'all. You got to open your eyes. Don't be so excited by the glitz and glam. We were all told everything that glitters ain't gold. I think we need to go back and start remembering that. Can I ask y'all a question? Like, riddle me this. If Chrisean wants everybody to think that she's an amazing mom, maybe one of her friends should tell her maybe spend less time in the camera and more time with the baby. I'm just saying that's a thought. That's a thought. I just want her to change everybody that's around her. If I could encourage Chrisean to do one thing, it would be to change everybody that's around her. Because the people that's around you don't care about you succeeding. They care about you being viral. Do y'all remember that scene? Well, not even that scene. All throughout the movie in The Bodyguard with Whitney Houston. Do you remember the biggest problem in the movie was her manager? The manager didn't care whether or not she was put in messed up situations. The manager didn't care whether or not she had a crazy stalker. The manager didn't care about the rules and stuff that was set by the bodyguard to make sure she was safe. Do you remember that? Because all he cared about was getting that award. Yeah, same thing. She don't have anybody around her to care about her for real. They just care about her being viral. You can be viral standing, falling, sleeping, living, or unalive. They don't care as long as you viral. Allegedly. They don't care. Otherwise, you'd hear them coming out talking about how they tried to talk sense into her. They come out and say everything else. So I know if they were out there trying to talk sense into her and trying to get her to see stuff from another perspective and clear her head, baby, yeah, they would have came out and said something. Ain't nobody talking to her. And the thing that gets me with this, y'all, is she went to a children's event. And I love this for her, you know, giving back. I think everyone once you reach a level. If God has blessed you, I won't even say once you reach a level. If God has blessed you, you should find a way to give back something. Something. You should always find yourself in some way, shape, form, or fashion reaching back and giving back. You should be replicating and duplicating who you are in someone else so that you live on. Everything you know how to do, you should be training and teaching and pouring into someone else, so that you know those gifts are going to continue and are going to continue. First of all, she looks amazing on this picture. Amazing. Anybody that says she doesn't is lying. Here's my problem. This is a kids event. There are kids that look up to Chrisean. That's why Chrisean gotta kind of choose her struggle. Like, you know, the Bible say, choose you this day whom you're gonna serve. That's why. Because she had a lot of kids running up to her. It's a lot of kids. It's a lot of kids trying to get her.
I'm looking at everyone for her.
Trying to get her autograph. It's a lot of kids. Kids who are at an impressionable age. Whether or not you know it, between the age of birth and 12, your children, your nieces, them babies and everything, they are extremely impressionable. They learn by behavior. They learn by pattern. They learn by habit. Behavior, pattern, and habit that's created by you. Or overseen by you. Problem is, some of y'all ain't overseeing nothing. Right? So if you don't take a child between the age of birth and 12 and instill those values and those boundaries, that don't mean they ain't gonna go astray. You don't instill that in them before 12. By the time they get 12, baby, they just about set in their ways. That's when they start hitting that puberty stage. That's why they call it the puberty stage, because it's another stage. It's another door they go through. That's why parents start saying, you're acting like you're smelling yourself. Them fast tail girls. See, that's what you hit them stages. She's dealing with girls at those stages. If we are going to save our children, at some point, we've got to be careful what we feed to them at certain stages. Because what you're doing is you're embedding in them how to deal with certain situations. You wonder why a lot of these children are unaliving their households and their family and their friends and neighbors and other kids and all of this. Look at what they're exposed to. Everything they watch is violent. Baby, I watched the Ninja Turtles and had to ask, who Ninja Turtles? Who? Who violent, demonic ass looking Ninja Turtles is this? Everything they watch is violent. See, we had a balance. Like, I loved watching Voltron. I loved watching He-Man. I loved watching, what else was it? Voltron, She-Ra. What was it? Little fighting show. Pokemon. I love watching fighting shows. good versus evil. You know, that was back during a time where it was considered, well, not considered, it was illegal to let the bad guy win in a movie. You ever paid attention to back in the day how there was never a bad guy that won a movie? Don't worry about it. I'll wait. I'll pause. Now, I haven't looked it up to confirm. This is what I heard, allegedly. And for what I can remember, can't remember it. But we had other stuff. Gummy Bears, Alvin and the Chipmunks, Sesame Street. We had balance. These kids don't have no balance. Everything violent. The cartoons violent, the movies violent, the parents violent, the siblings violent, the school violent, the police violent, the street violent. And you wonder why all they know how to do is handle conflict with violence. That's what baddies teach them. Hey, real quick, I got a question. Does baddies have a disclaimer in the beginning that says, hey, this is for entertainment purposes only. Do not try this at home. Do it say in there, do not try this at home. I don't know. I'm just asking.
But then I just start realizing, like, everybody that's trying to fake, act like they trying to break it up, is trying to fight me too. I got like 30, 40 kids confessing Jesus is Lord in a prayer circle. It went from praying with all these kids to trying to make it to my car. People trying to plot on me to go viral, but really ain't really stepping on nothing. I'm just saying. I'm not talking about what I posted. I'm talking. I'll show y'all when I prayed at that park, at Wilson Park. I'm praying at Wilson Park. It should have been a plot there. It was.
I'm crying out to God, help me with these hard times. Don't want no drama, so I'm throwing up the peace sign. Was locked away, but I found.
So on this one right here, this was a post and she said, never been afraid of death. Nobody can put any type of fear in my heart, respectfully. So she said this in response to everybody talking about her going to Compton by herself, which I don't care what nobody says, which was an absolute dumb decision. Dumb decision. And this is my question. Like, are y'all going to continue to have like selective outrage with her? Because I feel like if y'all going to be mad at Summer because of her mouth and the dumb stuff that she does, yeah, when y'all gonna turn that towards Chrisean is my question. When? Because I feel like she deserves some of that on this one. Drop in the chat and let me know. Let me know in the comments, do you think she wildin'?
Look at my face. Untouched. And all the girls that was fighting, I took pictures with all of them. They took pictures with me. They wanted a picture. I gave them a picture. That one girl that was recording, and I politely put it down and like, chill. Why are you recording? Why are you trying to fake talk to me? Why y'all trying to like set me up on some viral stuff? Like, put the camera down. She trying to pluck. Oh, you trying to pluck? Come on, y'all. One-on-one. She hiding behind people with the camera. She sent a girl in. She sends a girl in. So the girl that's coming at me, right? I didn't even know she coming at me. But she's smiling. She's trying to act like she cooler, like she chilling. I'm looking at everyone for her. But then I just start realizing like everybody that's trying to fake, act like they trying to break it up is trying to fight me too. One thing I don't care about. And I know Chrisean is already ready for a battle. Chrisean, I don't think you want to handle rock or rock. So I'm going to have my twins here. Everybody say, get up, twin. Everybody say, get up, twin. Right.
shot to a free throw. Impossible is nothing, Nike flow. It's all in your mind, this is free, bro. I smoke so much weed, I should read more.
And she looked good. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't no hater. She looked good. If Chrisean would really get focused and get her mind off Blueface, get her mind off, we gonna get into it. Let's continue. We gonna finish this video out. It is 12:44. I gotta go to sleep. I gotta go to work tomorrow. I'm sure some of you do too. Maybe, just maybe. And if you don't have to go to work, you got it like that, pray for me so I can get it like you. So I don't have to go to work either. And then I can just jump on live and be on live with y'all. Alright? Can y'all do that for me? Do me a favor. Hit the like and subscribe button. Matter of fact, I'm going to stop the video here. We're going to jump back into it tomorrow because after this whole Compton situation, and I do want to get into the little girl's responses, and I want to get into this some more because I still feel like the whole situation is a little fugazi and scripted, because ain't no way. I just feel like ain't no way you got jumped by more than one girl in anybody gang, and you don't have no scratch. Clearly, that's somebody cosplaying. They was cosplaying as gang members, allegedly. Had to be. Otherwise, y'all gang's different. That's the only other explanation. Otherwise, y'all gang's different. But y'all, listen, thank you for joining me in the Champagne City on tonight. If you want to support the channel, the Cash App is on the screen. Hashtag Champagne Secrets. Just like the channel. Also hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and the notification bell so you'll be notified when we jump into whichever sector we jump into for another show. Please go to the Champagne Secrets home channel and check out the channels there. Please make sure you go over to TikTok and check out our newest channel over on TikTok, which is the, I guess you can call it the Champagne Vibe channel. Hey, I hell y'all. I can't even make it up. But please make sure you go over there and check that out. I do have Champagne Red over there. I am working on some more music. I have to do the cover art and everything for the other music so I can drop it. I'm trying to drop at least one a day. And then I'm going to put an album on Spotify. And it's going to be named Christmas Red. So y'all done heard the Christmas Red song. If you haven't, go on over to Vibe on Ice on TikTok. It's there. It's also on the Champagne Secrets Instagram page, which I need to start using more. So please go check them out for me, all right? Please pull up and join me on tomorrow. And again, thank you for coming in today, confidants and visitors alike. Always remember, if it doesn't cause you to elevate, baby, it's causing you to depreciate. Now raise those glasses, clink, and let's drink till we meet again. Ta-ta.
Slow whispers in the breeze, cinnamon kisses, my senses tease, fingers trace the frost on the glass. Your silhouette dances a shadow that lasts. Warm cocoa lips, sweeter than cream, caught in the rhythm of a sleigh bell dream. Sleigh bell dreams, hearts on fire, wrapped in the glow of our own desire. Underneath the mistletoe, time suspends. Sleigh bell dreams where the magic never ends. voice of melody, smooth and sunny. Candles flicker, shadows twist. Every moment a stolen kiss. Midnight whispers, secrets untold. Our story carved in December's cold. Wrapped in red ribbons and bold. Your touch ignites, the fire grows. The world outside fades into snow. Sleigh bell dreams where only we go. Your name's a carol, your touch the theme. Forever caught in this sleigh bell dream. Sleigh bell dream. Slow, whispers in the breeze, cinnamon kisses, my senses tease, fingers trace the frost on the glass. Your silhouette dances a shadow that lasts. Warm cocoa lips, sweeter than cream, caught in the rhythm of a sleigh bell dream. Sleigh bell dreams, hearts on fire, wrapped in the glow of our own desire. Underneath the mistletoe, time suspends. Sleigh bell dreams where the magic never ends. Yeah. Velvet night, stars drip like honey. Your voice a melody.